I am Jesus Christ, and I speak to your heart, not just your mind. Listen closely, because money is not just coins or notes. It is a test of your soul. In the Bible, you have heard it said, "Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." And I tell you this again, not as a warning only, but as a path to blessing. Money itself is not evil. It is a tool. But what you do with it reveals who you truly are. The beginning of wisdom about money. When I walked among the people, I saw the rich and the poor. I saw those who had abundance but no peace, and those who had little but were filled with joy. There was a rich young man who came to me. He had everything: wealth, status, respect. Yet his heart was restless. He asked me, "Lord, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" I told him to follow the commandments. He said he had done all this since his youth. Then I looked at him with love and said, "Sell what you have, give to the poor, and follow me." His face fell. He walked away sorrowful, not because I asked too much, but because his money had become his master. Understand this: God cannot bless what controls you, but He will bless what you surrender. The blessing of giving. There was also a widow, poor, unnoticed, forgotten by society. She came to the temple and gave 2 small coins. To others it was nothing. But I called my disciples and said, "She has given more than all the others." Why? Because she did not give from her excess. She gave from her heart. When you give with love, heaven sees it differently. God does not measure your money. He measures your faith. When you use your money to help someone hungry, to comfort someone broken, to lift someone who has fallen, you are not losing. You are planting, and every seed planted in love returns with blessing. The danger of loving money. I tell you clearly, you cannot serve both God and money. Money promises security, but it cannot give peace. Money promises power, but it cannot give purpose. Money promises happiness, but it cannot heal your soul. There was a man who stored up great wealth. He built bigger barns and said to himself, "Now I can relax, eat, drink, and enjoy life." But that very night, his life was taken. What use was his wealth then? When you chase money without God, you build a life that cannot last. But when you use money with God, you build treasures in heaven. How God blesses right use of money. Listen carefully, because this is the truth many miss. God blesses not just giving, but right use. When you use money with wisdom, with love, and with faith, blessings flow in ways you cannot imagine. 1. God blesses generosity. When you give freely, your heart becomes free, and a free heart is a blessed heart. 2. God blesses honesty. If you earn money with truth and integrity, your life will stand strong. Dishonest gain may grow fast, but it collapses. 3. God blesses compassion. When you see someone in need and you act, you become the hands of God. And God never forgets His own hands. 4. God blesses stewardship. Money is not yours forever. It is entrusted to you. Use it wisely, and more will be given. The story of the Good Samaritan. A man was beaten and left on the road. Many passed by. They had money, they had time, but they did nothing. Then came a Samaritan, an outsider, looked down upon. He stopped. He cared. He spent his own money to heal the wounded man. Who was blessed? Not the rich who passed by, but the one who used what he had with love. When you use money to restore life, God restores yours. The heart test. Every time money comes into your hands, a question is asked. Will you hold it tightly or use it rightly? Will you serve it or let it serve God? Your answer determines your blessing. True prosperity. Many think blessing means more money, but I tell you, true blessing is peace in your heart. True blessing is joy in your spirit. True blessing is knowing you are walking with God. Money can be part of that blessing, but only when it is not your master. Live this truth, so I say to you, use your money to build, not destroy. Use your money to give, not just to take. Use your money to love, not to control. Feed the hungry, help the weak. Support what is good and pure. And when you do this, not for show, not for pride, but with a sincere heart, God will bless you, not always in ways you expect, but always in ways you need. Final words. Do not fear money, but do not worship it. Let your heart belong to God, and let your money follow your heart. Then your life will not be empty. Your hands will not be closed. Your soul will not be restless. And you will see how God blesses those who use money right.